Good morning, guys. Kandi Banu, the session will start around 9:15, 9:20. Be prepared for that. Okay. Yesterday I was talking about Maven. As part of that, we discussed about what? How to create Maven project by using archetype quick start. We understood the directory structure. We understood structure of pom.xml, and we understood various directories that comes and how to add dependencies in pom.xml. As part of that, we have seen Maven advantages, and we understood what is a transitive dependency management. When you add the main jar file, automatically you will get what? Main jar dependent their relevant jar file. Main jar dependent their what? Relevant jar files. Are you understanding my statement, my dear? Come on. Okay, that's good. JRTP, you please find out in the office, guys. I don't have any idea. Switch workspace 906. Maven project 01. That's good. File 1. Spring here. Class content. Tool CFS. Yeah, tell me. 906. Maven. Tell me. Session 2. Yeah, this is little technical session, guys. Okay, I want you everyone to focus. I said Maven is self-intelligent. You need not to tell everything to do manually. You ask Maven to pack the code. Before that, what are the operations required? That will be taken care by what? Maven. Because Maven has got life cycle. Maven has got life cycle. Servlet has got life cycle. You ask or not, it will instantiate object. It will process the request. Once everything is over, it will destroy the object. It has got life cycle. You need not to tell you do it, you do it. Container will take care of those things. Similarly, Maven has got the life cycle. That means there are series of operation that it has to perform. So when you ask a certain operation in that, before that, whatever activities are there, they will be done automatically. Then comes to what? The requested operation to perform. Due to this, Maven looks like a declarative tool. What do you mean by declarative tool? You need not to ask everything separately to do. You ask a certain thing, okay, as a self-indulgent tool, declarative tool, remaining things will be done automatically or not there. This will definitely reduce the burden or not there. You need not to tell to me when you pack the code, you compile the code. No, you search the directory structure, you run the test cases. The moment you say you pack the code, remaining all the things will happen. Require directory structure verification, compilation, adding jars to class path, checking whether they are there or not there. Okay, packing, everything will happen. Okay, that's why it is self-intelligent, also called as what? Okay, declarative tool. You need not to say everything manually. Super guys. Tell me, what is Maven build life cycle? When we build Maven project, it executes what? Set of clearly identified tasks based on the project pom.xml configuration. Listen, it has got life cycle now. In that life cycle, various tasks will be there. To complete those tasks, some inputs are required, some jars, some plugins are required. Okay. By default, it will take some jars and plugins from pom.xml. If any additionals are required, we can edit pom.xml and we can add them or not there. We can edit pom.xml and we can add them nicely or not there, guys. Command line option. The standard set of tasks creates Maven build lifecycle. The benefit of clearly defined lifestyle is that we have to remember only few sets of command to compile, build, install, deploy our project. Everything you need not to remember, guys. Generally, what we want, packing, deployment, this. If you remember these two commands, all priority works, all before works will be internally taken care or not there. Will be internally taken care or not there, guys. Super. Built-in build life cycle. There are three built-in build life cycle. One is a default, one is a clean, one is a site. Handles the project build and deployment. Handles the project cleaning. Handles the creation of project site documentation. Handles the creation of project and site array. Nothing is there. This is actually gives the complete code, guys. Code ready for process. That's a default. Default actually builds the project. Clean is there. Once everything is over, before doing next build, existing things should be cleaned or not there. Already generated temporary files, temporary folder, var file, jar file should be cleaned or not there, guys. Next one is what? Site. Once everything is over, we have to generate the documentation, testing related documentation, project related documentation, build related documentation. What's the original order, you know? First clean. If any already generated things are there, clean it. Then default, it will keep the project ready for execution. Come on. And lastly, site. Okay, then documentation. Built-in build life cycle. There are three built-in build life cycle. Now listen, each life cycle is having phases. These phases are linked with what? Plugins. These phases are linked with what? Plugin. Actually, technically speaking, these phases are having goals. Goals means operations to perform. And those goals are linked with what? Plugins. And those goals are linked with what? Plugins. Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on. Handles the project build and deployment. Clean. Handles the project cleaning. Site. Handles the creation of project site documentation. Maven build phases. Maven build lifecycle go through set of array. Build lifecycle means stages. They are called build phases. For example, default lifecycle is made up of what? Following phases. Array, I'm just listing few, guys. Total 23 phases are there. How many? 23. These are just important phases, guys. Validate the directory structure, compilation, test means unit test cases running, packing the code, verify means what? Verifies the post packing activity, install means what? Whatever jar or where generated will be kept in local repository. Deploy means what? If application is linked with the server, it will be deployed into the server or not there. The build phases are executed sequentially. When we run Maven build command, we specify the phase to be executed. Any Maven build phase that comes before the specified phase is also executed. For example, if you run MVN package, then it will execute what? Validate, compile, test, and package phases of the project. Validate, compile, test, and what? Package phases of the project. Before 16 phases. Okay. Before 16 phases plus what? 17th phase. For example, Maven package is the 17th phase. It will complete 15 phases plus 17th phase also will be complete. So as which covers everything or not there, guys. Which covers everything or not there. Every phase has a goals to complete. That means we can link our code or task to the goals of Maven lifecycle phases. These are the phases, these are the goals. And these goals can be linked with what, guys? Plugins. Already so many plugins are there. If you want, you can add extra plugins to link. If you want, you can add what? Extra plugin. Maven latest version is 3.x. I think now 4.x also has come. Maven default cycle is having 23 phases. Maven clean life cycle is having what? 3 phases. Maven site life is having what? 4 phases. Clean is for purely cleaning purpose, guys. Purely for cleaning purpose. Site is purely to generate the documentation. Site is to generate the documentation. That's it. Okay. Go to the bottom. Can you explain structure of pom.xml? Already discussed. Already discussed. Wait a minute. Somewhere I have kept. Yeah. Here I clearly mentioned, guys, check it out. Life cycle reference. The following list all build phases of default clean site, which are executed in order to given specified. These are 20, these are 3 phases of what? Clean. Pre-clean, before cleaning, what to do? Why cleaning means actual cleaning. Post clean, after cleaning, what to do? Next, what is there, guys? Default life cycle. Yeah, in this default life cycle, total 23 phases are there or not there? Deploy is the last. Okay, next one is what? Site life cycle. What is there? Site. This is purely for what? Documentation. Purely to generate the documentation. Pre-site. Execute the process needed priority to what? Actual project site generation. A site means documentation. Site generates the project site document. Post site and site deploy. If you want to deploy the documentation somewhere, those things. So final conclusion is what? Maven build life cycle are 3. Okay, they are linked with phases. Phases are having goals. Goals are linked with plugins. If you don't like existing plugin to complete the goal, you can replace the plugin. Or if you want to keep additional plugin to in certain goal, you can do it. So final conclusion is Maven life cycle 3 built-in life cycle having phases. Phases are having goals. Goals are linked with plugins. Goals are linked with what? Plugin. Okay. I want to have a diagrammatic representation, guys. Let me try. I can draw, but fine. Let me use the AI agent to simplify our life. Okay. Give me diagram showing the link between Maven, what is there? Built-in life cycle showing the phases, showing the phases, showing the phases, showing goals. Give me overview diagram. Showing the phases, showing the goals and specifying the plugins. Specifying the plugin. Sketching out. Is there nice diagram, but very elaborately it has given. Okay, how to magnify it? Maven built-in life cycle phases, goals, and plugins overview. Okay, how to implement it, guys? Copy image. Okay. Copy image, guys. What's the difference between artifact and all this stuff? Here I want to place it, guys. Yeah, some width is there. Say paste. Yeah, check it out. Maven built-in life cycle. The built-in life cycle defines an ordered sequence of what? Phases that Maven executes. How many are there? Multiple are there. Don't worry. In execution order, multiple. Okay. What are the goals, guys? Multiple goals are there now, guys. Okay. These goals are linked with plum. Some plugins are not there, guys. Life cycle is having phases. Phases are having goals. Goals are having plugin. My theory and pattern. Phase when order step in the life cycle. Goal what? Specific task executed in the phase. Plugin how? Plugin that provides the goal. A life cycle result. Build executed by what? Running phases in order to this. Example is this. So the order is specified over there or not there, guys. Okay. By adding proper entries to form.xml, we can link new plugins or we can replace existing plugins to the goals of life cycle phases. To the this one, so that we'll get better control on it, Namos. For example, compile is using some plugin to compile. No, I want to use a better plugin. Or not only compilation, it should run also. So keep the compile plugin, also add what? Run plugin. Also add what? Run plugin. That's better or not there, guys? Okay, example. For the compile, okay, first of all, let me give the, what are the goals for this? Compile. Compile goal is compile only, right? What is the plugin it is using, guys? Okay, compiler plugin. So see, you can replace that existing compiler plugin with the new plugin, or along with the compilation, I want to run the code. Right after compilation, I want to run the code. You can add one more plugin called what? Runner plugin to run the code. Not only compilation happens, running of the code also takes place. Is it not interesting, my dear? Come on. I think now you got it. Example. For what is there? Compile phase of. For what, guys? For compile phase of. What is there, guys? For compile phase of. For compile phase of. Compile. Sorry. For compile goal of. Compile phase belonging to. Belonging to. Tell me. For compile belonging to default build lives. Default build life cycle. Default build life cycle. Tell me, guys. For compile goal of compile phase belonging to what? Default build life cycle. What life cycle, guys? Default build life cycle. We can replace existing plugin with new plugin, or we can add additional plugin on the top of existing plugin. We can add a new plugin on the top of what? Existing plugin. On the top of existing, by adding entries in what.xml pom. By simply adding entries in pom.xml. Okay, guys, that's fine. Yeah, I think you got the life cycle. Here, I think I have given very clearly. Check it out. In pom.xml, project plugin dependency are identified with the three details now, my dear. So if you add Spring context support, you will get what? Context support jar, their dependent. First from local repository. If not available, you try to collect from what? Central repository. It keeps one copy in local repository and gives to us or not there. Yesterday we have added what? Spring context support to pom.xml. Spring context support to pom.xml. Added or not added? So it came to our project. It came to our project or not there. So that means it is actually collected from central repository. One copy is kept in what? Actually collected from central repository, but one copy is kept in what? Local repository. Are you getting my point there, guys? Definitely one copy is kept in what? Local repository. Let's see. Yeah. So first of all, let me open this local repository of Maven, guys. C drive. Tell me here. Where is this? Users. Tell me. Natraz. Where is this? M2. A repository. Okay, that's good. A repository. That's good. Here I am looking for context support. Otherwise, group ID is what? ORG. Spring framework. Okay, Spring's framework. Tell me now. Okay, Spring framework. Spring context support. What's the latest version we have? 7.0 or something else? 7.0.567. Here jar is there or not there? That means one copy is kept in what? Local repository or not there? Sir, you are saying theoretically context support is the main jar, remaining or dependent jar. I want to diagrammatic representation, real hierarchy, sir. How to feel it? Which is main jar file, which is dependent, whose classes are used by which? What do you mean by main jar file? The jar whose classes are used by what? Other, whose classes are using classes of other jar file. Whose classes are using what? The classes of what? Other jar file. The classes of what? Other jar file. Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on. Okay. Is called main jar file. The helper jar files are called dependent jar files are not there. Definitely the helper jar files are called as what? Dependent jar files. No doubt in that. Spring context support 7.0.7 jar. It's happening or not there, guys? That's good. Spring context support 7 point. Okay. But how to see the hierarchy? There is so many things now, boss. Overview about that jar as a table content, as a text boxes. Dependencies. These are the three main dependencies we added. We added manually. We added manually. Dependency hierarchy. This will address your query. This will definitely address your question or not there, guys. Spring context support, guys. Spring context support, guys. Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on. This is what Spring context support, beans, core, context. Core here, context here, Spring core, commons logging, J specify. See the hierarchy? Hierarchy is clearly there now, boss. Context support main jar. That is internally using beans. Beans is using core. Context support using context. That is using AOP. AOP using beans. AOP using core. Context using Spring Beans. Context using core. Context using expression. Like this, all are interlinked or not? This to that, that to this, that, this. But you are able to feel the hierarchy or not there, boss? Definitely you are able to feel the hierarchy. So no, if someone says it's a main jar file, you need not to believe. You can see the hierarchy over here. Same thing I kept here, check it out. Plugin is a patch software that provides additional functionality to the existing software. So many plugins we installed. Okay. Maven plugins are given to complete certain tasks of what? Build process by linking them with what? Every phases. of Maven Lifecycle. These are the various plugins that are there or not there, guys. Okay. See, it's a Maven tool. Lifecycle is there. Lifecycle is having phases. Phases are having goals. Goals are linked with what? Plugin. Goals are linked with what? Plugin. In each Maven built-in lifecycle, there will be what? Multiple phases. Each phase contains what? One or more goals. For these goals, we can execute what? Custom logics or actions through plugins. Okay, guys, tell me. The goals of phases belonging to what? Built-in life cycle already linked with what? Some built-in plugins having predefined actions to perform. The same thing can be customized by linking with what? More other plugins with what? Goals. Example scenario. Okay, now listen first of all. First of all, you observe. These are the various phases of default life cycle now, my dear. These are the various phases of default life cycle. I said 23 are there. In that one, compile is there. Is there anything called run? Is there anything called run? Is there anything called execute? Is there anything called run? Is there anything called what? Execute? Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on. Anything called run? Anything called execute, my dear? Okay. Is there anything called run? Is there anything called what? Execute? Not. So what we can do, already compile is there. In compile, we can, compile is having one plugin called, compile is having one goal called compile. For that goal, we can add one extra plugin using which we can run the code now, my dear. So I have a question. Sir, why there is no run or execute phase in the built-in lifecycle? Listen, build means keeping the project ready for execution. Execution is a separate task. Point number one. Point number two. In real world, no one will execute. Everyone will run the test cases to check whether our code is performing good or not. And what we do in test cases, guys? We'll try to check actual results with expected results are not there. So indirectly we are executing the code while running the test are not there. So there is a test phase. That means you are testing means indirectly you are executing code. That's the reason there is no separate run or execute phase. I hope everyone convinced, boss. Once again, total how many life cycles are there? 3. Clean, default, site. Clean for cleaning previous things, site for documentation. Default is the one that keeps the project ready for execution. Actual build process is happening in what? Default life cycle. That is having how many phases? In that one, is there any phase called run or execute? No. Why not there? Reason number one. Reason number one. Okay, build is not executing the code. Build is all about what? Keeping the code ready for execution. That's why no run or execute phase. Point number one. Point number two. What is point number two, guys? I want reply, my dear. Come on. Yeah, point number two is in real time, we don't execute the code. We test the code by running the test cases. What we do in test cases, we try to match expected results with actual result. Indirectly, we are executing code there now, boss. We have a test phase who run the test cases. That's the reason there is no need of separate test phase are not there. No, sir, I'm a chitti fellow. Along with the compilation, along with the testing, running of the code also should happen. Then what should I do? I have to link, I have to add one extra plugin. I need to add what? One extra plugin doing that work or not there. And for that one, we should know what is plugin, what is phase, what is link, all this stuff are not there. So same scenario I have taken here. Check it out, guys. Same scenario I have taken here. Check it out. Okay. Check it out. One example scenario is taken. The default life cycle is having compile phase. This compile phase is having compile go. This compile go already linked with what? Maven compile plugin for compilation of source code. To make the same compile goal of compile phase, also performing what? Application to application execute operation, performing application execution operation. We need to link Maven execute plugin to compile goal of compile phase belonging to one default lifecycle. There is no run or execute phase in default lifecycle of Maven build process. So if you want to run the application, we need to add what? A required plugin to the one of the existing phase like what? Compile phase as discussed above. I think you understood why we are learning all this stuff, guys. Okay, wait a minute. This is Maven Pros 1 now, guys. This is Maven Pros 1. Here I am writing source code. What is there? Application.java. Default main method is coming. Here, any code I can write, guys. Into A is equal to 10. Into B is equal to 20. What is there? Into C is equal to A plus B. System.out.println. System.out.println. Result is plus C. What is there? Result is plus C. And when you run manually, it will give its output. Run as a Java application. What is there? Run as a Java application. What is the coming, guys? Result is 30. What we are getting is what? Result is 30. That's good. But I don't want run like this. I'm running through IDE. I want run through Maven. But is there any run phase, guys? Is there any compile? Compile phase is there, but how to link that run phase with what? Some plugin are not there. I mean, say you have to link that compile phase with some plugin are not there. Okay, that's good. Now, how to run this Maven build commands? For example, right now target folder is empty now, boss. Okay. Right click on the project, run as Maven build dot dot means you have to give some commands. You have to give goals or phases, guys. Tell me here what I am taking. Compile. I'm taking what? Compile. Say apply, say run. Say apply, say run. That plugins all are executing, guys. Build success. Say refresh, my dear. Say refresh. Target folder has come. Generator sources, Maven status. Some compilation is happened, won't appear here. Dot class file won't appear here. See the dot class. Location of the project. Come on. Go to the location of the project. What is there? Target, classes, com, NT, service. App dot class has come or not there? What dot class has come, guys? App dot class. Dot class file has come or not there, guys? This is what? App dot class. What dot class, guys? App dot. apply and close. Apply and close. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Super. Are not there. No, sir. I want to clean everything. I want to clean everything. Tell me. Me when? No. Run as build. See, readily available something, guys. If you click it there, it will execute directly. No. You want to type everything, you can go for what? Clean. Apply, say run. Clean, guys. Everything will be cleaned or not there. Say refresh. Target folder is again empty. Go outside. Target folder is again empty. Classes is there. Com, NT, service, get. How come? I cleaned everything now, boss. I have cleaned everything. Yeah, let me try one more time. Right click, run as clean, me when clean. One and the same. Build success, finished at some time. Say refresh. Yeah, maybe it is ID generated dot class file. Say refresh. Yeah, it's not there. Check it out. Earlier classes folder was there, but this time not there. So clean is doing its cleaning activity or not there. It looks like I'm giving phase name. No, in compile phase, there is a compile goal. There are not there, guys. Okay, now listen. Right click, run as, build. What is there? Package. What is there, guys? Package. Say run. Package. Entire application will be packed into jar file or not. Build success. Say refresh. Say refresh. Target. Jar has come or not there, guys. The jar file has come here or not. No, the jar file contains entire application code, including this application.java. We need not to do packing manually. You need not to do how to prepare internally taken care or not there. All these aspects will be internally taken care or not there, guys. Say something, my dear. Come on. Maven pros 1.0 snapshot.jar. Okay, now I can do two goals at a time. Run as build dot means we are going to type the build. Where is this? Clean package. First clean the existing one, then pack it. So there's no need of doing one by one, guys. You can do both together. Okay. Yeah, tell me. Swaroop, are you the admin? Yeah. Right. So we got the again jar. Freshly created jar, it has come or not there. Okay. No, just a minute. No, sir, I want to have a control on this particular jar file name. I don't want to, I want to have a control on what this particular jar file name. I don't want to get on the project name and the default version. I want to get on my choice name. Okay, then go to pom.xml, guys. What is there? Go to pom.xml. Go to pom.xml. Tell me. Here there is a tag called final name application. Final name application. There is something called what? Final name application. That's, yeah. See this, ignore the red mark that is coming in pom.x. Ignore the red mark that is coming in what? Pom.x. Right click, tell me. Now, what is there? Clean the existing one. Package is the next one. Arrow apply, arrow run. Arrow apply, arrow run. Okay. Say refresh. Application one dot jar now, boss. No need of writing dot jar here. You just need to mention name of the jar. So with that name, jar has come or not there. So not only I want to pack the code, I want to keep this jar file. Whatever jar that is generated, I want to keep in Maven local repository. Why, sir? So that it can be used by other jars. So that it can be used by what? Other projects in them. Once a jar is kept in repository, it can be used as dependent in other projects or not there. It can be happily used as dependent in other projects or not there. Okay, we'll see how to use it in other project. First of all, let me focus on how to keep this one in what? Other. Let's see. Tell me, guys. Maven build. First, clean the existing one. Then go for install. What's the command we got? Build command we got? Install. Click and run. What is there, guys? Click and run. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Yeah. See this? This is what application dot jar file. What dot jar file, guys? Application one dot jar file. That's good. Super, guys. Tell Maven process 0.1, 0.0.1 snapshot dot jar is there or not? Sir, why you have chosen application one, na? Application one only local generation. When it is generating in what? Maven central repository, it will come with project name only. Final name will not reflect. Final name will not reflect. Clear, my dear? Come on. So, clean package, only one command or two command, but remaining all things internally happening are not there. This indicates Maven is having life cycle. That life cycle is having phases. Phases is having goal. If you mention certain phase, certain goal, okay, before all phases and all goal, what's the use of that? That it took it was before and after operations only those plugins are. My dear, come on. XML. We are changing Java version, right? How to run Maven lifecycle phases or goals in Eclipse IDE. Right click on project, run as build dot dot dot. You have to write. You need to write all this stuff or not there, guys. Add main jar file and fill the dependence. Default dependencies. Tell me. Default dependencies. Adding what? More other dependencies, guys. Default code. Context support is added. Okay, context support related main and dependent jar files have come or not there? Okay, that's good. Okay, lifecycle reference. Just now we discussed about this. Just now we discussed about this, guys. Okay, default lifecycle, how many phases? 23. Site, how many phases? 4. Clean, how many phases? 3. Then we have seen how to observe a dependency hierarchy here. Definitely we noticed what? Dependency hierarchy. Definitely. What is the location of Maven local repository? User home slash .m2 dot repository. In my system, it is what? C:// users slash Natras. Users slash, what is there? Natras slash .m2 na? No. What's the location? Yeah, .m2 dot repository. .m2 dot repository. This is the location. What is the URL of Maven central repository? This is the URL. This is the URL. MVN repository is not a Maven central. That's a website just offering what? Dependency tags. Not only for Maven, for other build tools also it supplies. You are not believing me? 1 minute. Go to mvnrepository.com. Go to what? mvnrepository.com. You search for Spring context support. Search. You select it. You select it. We are getting information about it. 7.0.7. 7.0.7. Tell me. Version 7.0.7. Scope is what? Compile. This is for Maven. This is for Gradle. This is for SBT. This is for Mill. This is for IVA. This is for Grave. This is for Linkman. This is for BuildDR. This is for BuildDR. Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on. Yeah, Gradle is there. For Gradle, Gradle syntax is there. For Maven, XML syntax is there. Okay. Yeah, this is central repository, guys. This is not user friendly. Actually, you should collect everything from here. But is it user friendly, my dear? No. That's why we are depending upon what? Local. If archetype is not listed out while creating Maven project, then we need to pass add archetype as shown below. Listen, this is very important. Sometimes today sometime your luck is good, you start option Maven project. Say next. See, now it is coming, boss. Sometimes it won't come. You do or whatever search you do, Maven archetype. Maven archetype quick start. It's coming, it's lucky. If not coming, what you have to do, you have to add manually. How to add manually? You should know it's a group ID, artifact ID, and version. You have to add it. Come there. That is a very exceptional situation, guys. In can't but switch from internet and all XML. We are giving pom.xml and Maven terminologies, archetype, project creation template, artifact, item name in Maven. The item could be what? Project or jar or plugin. Pom.xml, configuration file giving inputs and instruction to what? Maven. Maven repository, a storage place in Maven where jar file plugins and projects are what? Managed. The item name, version, item version, transitive dependency, getting main jar file, dependent jar file till the bottom of hierarchy. Maven gives what? Built-in decompiler. That means we can see the source code directly by pressing F3 key or not there. In Eclipse IDE to execute Maven goals RFace, following option is there. This Maven goals package complete the 16 before phases and comes to 17th package are not there. Clean means count. Site means it will generate documentation. We can execute multiple goals at a time. Clean and package together. It is giving me clean and package together are not there. So now let me talk about site also. Anyhow, discussion has come. Or right click and tell me. Run as build. Dot. Site. Nothing is there. Documentation about whole project will come. Documentation about the whole project will come. This is build success or not there. This is definitely what? Build success. Okay, documentation, guys. Surefire reports. Say refresh. Site. Index.html. Information about the total project is going to come. Let me open this one in browser. Open with what? Web browser. Open with web browser. Right click, tell me, open with web browser. 1 minute. It is pointing to some wrong browser. Web browser. Let me use Chrome. Right click, open with the web browser. Here is what project information, dependencies, Maven coordinates, dependency management, about plugin management, plugin summary. Are you understanding my statement, guys? We are getting them or not? Plugin management, plugins, dependency management, Maven coordinates, right? These are the things that are coming or not? Okay, that's good. Sir Pankaj, I have given the phases and goals you have to remember. No option. Or you have to collect from any internet or chat GPT. Can you please share previous class link, WhatsApp number, community group? Ayesha Shiddiki, please talk to admin. Swarup, respond to the student. Respond the student. How can we execute Java application through Maven plan by configuring what? Additional plugin. I said na. Compile is there, test is there, but we don't have run. We don't have run, but I want to execute it. Then what should I do? You have to add additional plugin to the plugin project now, boss. You have to add additional plugin to the plugin. So anyhow, this is the code we have to add. Yeah, tell me, run as Maven build exec Java package. Package means it will. Exec is that goal related to that plugin. Exec Java is what? Goal related to that plugin. If you don't say package, no problem. It won't pack the code. At least exec Java is required or not required. This is optional, guys. This is not mandatory. Exec Java. Are you understanding my statement, my dear? Come on. That's good. Let's see. Here we are taking what? exec Java. What is there? exec Java. First you have to add plugin na, boss. See, in the default life cycle, compile is there, test is there, package is there, deploy. But is there any run phase or execute phase? No, I want to execute it. Through Maven only I want to execute. Manually I can execute through IDE, boss. Right click on it, say run as a Java application. This is what? IDE execution. Are you looking for IDE execution or Maven execution? But for that one in default lifecycle, there should be a phase, na? Unfortunately, phase is there or not there? Unfortunately, phase is not there. When not there, what should I do? To the existing phase, you have to add the new plugin or not there. To the existing phase, you have to add the new plugin or not there. Or add the plugin link with any existing phase or not there. Are you getting my point, my dear? Okay, that's good. So first of all, I have to get the plugin. Yeah, see guys, here plugin management, so many plugins are there, guys. Okay, here this is the plugin. Right now, boss? Yeah, but I don't want to type it. I can type it, it's not a big thing, but I don't want to type it, I want to get it. When you want to get it, better to go to ChatGPT or not there. ChatGPT. Give me complete tax of. What is the plugin name, guys? exec Maven hyphen plugin. exec Maven hyphen plugin. Give me complete tax of. What tax, guys? exec Maven hyphen plugin. Give me complete tags of exec Maven-1 plugin. Take this. Taken now, my dear? Yes. Let's go for paste. Exec this. I think version may be disturbing one. Okay, right one. Inside this, you have to write configuration or not there, guys. Version. What is there? Configuration. Inside the configuration, main class. com.nt. Service.ap. com.nt.service.ap. com.nt.service.ap. Understanding my statement, my dear? Come on. Yes, that's right click, build. Yeah, tell me, guys. Clean. Yeah, tell me what is there. Exec colon Java. Apply, run. Exec colon Java. Yeah, it's working. It's downloading the plugin. Build success, that's fine. Result is 30. Not only compile, this time what? Executed. I think you understood the purpose of plugin, guys. See, built-in phases, built-in goals, built-in plugins. You ask some goal or phase, it uses respect to plugins, complete the task. No, I want to do something which is not there. Then you have to add relevant plugin, and then you have to mention that plugin related goal. Then automatically task will be done or not then. I think you got the idea why I'm teaching this one here. I'm teaching this one. See, everyone generally what they do, they generally learn built-in phases, built-in goals, and built-in plugins. They execute 2-3 commands, compile one, package one, install one, end of the story. But I'm just trying to get into the internals of what? The entire system. First, what is understood? Default life cycle is there. How many built-in life cycles are there? 3. One for default for building the project, clean for cleaning the extra things, site for documentation. Each life cycle is having phases. Phases are having goals. Goals are linked with plugin. Why? What's the use of learning all this thing? See, when you specify certain phase or goal to complete, when you specify what? Certain phase or goal to complete, respect to already configured plugins will be taken and task will be done. Respect to already complete plugins will be taken and what? Task will be done. But if you want to do more and more work, right? If you want to do what? More and more work, then we have to take the support of what, guys? Custom plugins. Okay, you have to link those plugins with what? Goals. That is what I have done or not done. There is no execute phase, execute goal, but still I want to execute through Maven. Then I have taken one plugin where execution is possible. Using that, I have completed my execution of the project or not there. Right. I think you got the clarity, my dear. Come on. Yeah. Now, what are the important phases or goals that will be used in Meven build lives? That will be used in what? Meven build lives. Tell me the answer, guys. Tell me the answer. Okay, they are. Compile is one important thing. Test is another important thing. Come on. Test is one more thing. Okay. Next one. Package is most important. Install is also important. Deploy. A few of them not covered. I will cover. And nowadays, some extent verifying the structure and etc. These are the important things are not there, guys. So these are the important aspects that are happening or not there. Okay. Okay. Today our focus is on what? Meven built-in life cycle. Okay, na? Right. Right. Meven is declarative because it has got life cycle. It says you don't ask to do everything by specifying. I have already got a preset of life cycle. You ask certain activity in the life cycle. I complete that by completing by also completing before activities. So this simplifies the job of the programmer or not there. Definitely it simplifies the job of the programmer or not there. Okay. Cite for documentation. Just now we have seen how documentation is coming. Clean for cleaning everything that is generated. And the default is for what? This. And moreover, if I give any phase without specifying life cycle name, by default it will happen in what? Default life cycle only. Suppose I mentioned verify. It will collect from default life cycle. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. Okay. Some tax apply on. Okay. Listen. Summary on Meven life cycle. Meven life cycle. Yeah. Apache Maven lifecycle predefined sequences of phases: clean, compile, test, package, verify, install, deploy. Each step does specific job. Maven runs in them what order. Three built-in life cycles are there or not there. When we execute, what happened? Phases. Okay. In clean life cycle, three things are there: pre-clean, clean, post-clean. Okay, use once when finish the build. In default life cycle, what happened, guys? Many things are there or not there, guys? Many things are there, key phases. And site life cycle is there to performing what, guys? Site life cycle is there performing documentation generations are not there. Key concepts: phase, goal, plugin. The common relay. Phase, step in life cycle, plugin, tool that does work. Actual is what? Actual task. Okay, example, phase is compile. Plugin is what? Maven compiler plugin. Goal is what? Compile. Maven automatically binds goals to what? Phases. How execution works, Maven package. Maven does not just package, runs everything before it. Validate, compile, test. That's why it is what? Powerful. No need to run each step what? Manually. Simple mental model. What is there? Think of Maven lifecycle building a house. Okay. Clean, clear old side, compile, build structure, test what? Check strength, package, finalize building, install, store locally, deploy, deliver to client. So if you say deploy, remaining everything will be taken internally or not there. Remaining everything will take place internally or not there, guys. Everyone understanding my statement, my dear? Come on. Okay. Give me summary table. I'm asking to give one summary table, guys. Maven lifecycle summary, guys. Clean. Pre-clean, clean, post-clean. Before cleanup, deletes target folder. Final cleanup steps. Okay, common plugins are used. Maven clean plugin will be used. Default. Default is having many things are not there, guys. Okay, next one. Site. Pre-site, site, post-site, site deploy. Prepare site generation, generate project document, post-processing site, deploy site. Maven site, plugin site, Maven site, plugin deploy. Are you understanding my statement, my dear? Come on. Yeah, that's good. I think this is the clear-cut summary table or not there, guys. Yeah, can I ask a few questions? Yeah, tell me, Maven life cycle is declarative life cycle or manual life cycle? Total, how many life cycles are there? In the what are those? Yeah, each life cycle contains what? Phases. Phases means what? Steps to performing. Okay, each phase contains what? Goals are linked with what? Can we work with only fixed plugin or we can add new plugins? Can we replace existing plugins? All are possible, right? Okay. Maven life cycle summary table. Right? Let me upload the document, guys. Where is the document? Here is the doc. And DevSec apps na boss. DevSec apps. Where is this? This one? No. 210526. Maven. file upload, Spring guys, class content, tool CFS, 906, Maven. Just a minute, guys. 906. Nine zero six 906 906. Session 1, 2. Open this. Move to trace. Is that great? Yes. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll discuss more in tomorrow's session.